Hello, welcome to the Rich and Simple Living. My name's Maria. If you're new here, I vlog home life things like homeschooling, a little bit of urban homesteading and cooking, which is what we're going to be doing today. Cooking's normally in the air fryer and today is in the air fryer, but it's going to start off in the bread maker. Bring it down a little bit so you can see. Yeah, so I've not done anything in the bread maker for a while, but I thought what I'm going to have a go at is doing some bread rolls. So I thought we'll start it off in here and then we'll prove it in the airing cupboard, and then we'll finish it, we'll cook them in the air fryer and we'll see what they turn out like. Hopefully they'll turn out okay, but I've not tried doing it before, it's the first time, so whatever happens is the first time you'll see the results of me doing that. Yeah, what you see is what we'll get, sort of thing. So hopefully it'll turn out. So we're going to start off by doing it in here. I've got a booklet that came with my bread maker, and that's what I follow normally for doing my bread. But to do adapt things, I add things, you know, experiment a bit with things in loaves and things like that. But today we're going to follow it just to get the dough. So it says to start off with 1.5 teaspoons of yeast. So I'll bring you down, then you can watch what I'm doing rather than look at me. Be nice if I had a kitchen area where the middle bit, I could put it in the middle bit and stand the other side of it, so it was like open both ends, if you know what I mean. What do they call them? Like a floating kitchen, floating island or something. That would be quite nice, but unfortunately my kitchen is far too small. We will be going out into my air frying area in the shed when we do that bit, but my bread maker's in the house, so we're going to start off in the house. So like I said, we're going to start off by doing 1.5 teaspoons of dried yeast, if I can get it to stay open. I opened this a little while ago, so I've turned it over. I'm hoping it's okay. Sometimes if the air gets in, you've had it then. I don't know if it's worth saving anyway. Not much in here. I think we might have to open a new one anyway. We'll open a new one anyway. I don't know why I saved that little bit. Right, we get a new one out of a new box. I'll start with a new one. So I have to get the scissors. Normally I like to prep everything ready because it saves a bit of time. Right, tap it down. So we're doing 1.5 teaspoons. I don't know why I'm doing it over there actually. It'd be better if I did it in here, wouldn't I? Let's bring it up a little bit. Don't know why I'm doing it over the cup and side, because if I lose any bits I might as well be losing them into where I'm cooking. So that's one. Had a bit of an interruption then, somebody came to the door, so I think I got as far as putting 1 spoon in, so I need to put the half of yeast in now. Bring it back down. I can pick it up. Can you see? Right, we'll put up 1/2 spoon in now. Probably that's about half, I think. Hopefully I've got enough in there. Right, so after we've put the yeast in, we've got to put the strong white flour in. And I've just realised I've got my long range glasses on, so I'll swap them over. Can see better. So we want some strong white bread flour, and we want 3 1/4 cups of that. So we've got the little pot here, the little cup. So we've got 1. 2. 3. 3, and then we want half a cup. So find the half mark on it. Hold it to the light because I can see a bit. Oh, there we go. Put my finger on it so I don't lose it. There we go. So that's 3.5 cups of the strong white flour. Then we're going to have 2 tablespoons of salt, not salt, sorry, sugar. So we want 2 of sugar. 1, 2. What do we need then? 2 tablespoons of melted butter, but I've used butter, and because butter's so hard, I actually had to cut it and measure it on the scales. So that is 28 grams if you're using butter. So I've got some melted butter, put that in. Normally when I'm doing bread it's olive oil, but notice the difference with the cobs, it's the butter. And then we need 1 1/4 cups of milk. So we'll fill the cup with milk. Ooh, left-handed, that's a bit of a juggle. 1, and let's see where the 1/4 is on it. Oh, down there, got it first time. I normally find it difficult to see, so we'll put the 1/4 in. So hopefully this will work out. I've done lots of loaves of bread in it, but I've never done the rolls in it before. So we seem to have everything. So now we're going to shut the lid, switch it on, and it says to do on program 8. So find program 8. Not quite sure. Oh, there we go. 4, 5. Okay, so we're on program 8. That's going to take 1.5 hours. So we'll switch it on. There we go, that's doing something. If you can hear me above the noise of the washing machine and the tumble dryer, that's on. That's going to take 1.5 hours now to do, to make the dough. So we'll come back to it when that's done, and then we'll pop it into the airing cupboard to prove, so it'll rise, and we'll do that for about half an hour. But we'll come back to this when it's done in a little while. So 1.5 hours is up, it's beeped. Looking rather good. It's almost risen like bread in there. Take it out. Just grab a towel underneath. It's not hot to hold on top, but it might be underneath. So you can see there. So what I need to do now, if I can move everything along a bit, just shut that and move it along a bit, then I can get a bit of space. I'll bring you down. And I need to divide that into portions. I'm going to cook it straight into the base of my air fryer, and I've lined it with some of the grease proof stuff. So what I want to do is get 6 pieces if I can, make them nice and round, and put them in. Well, it says make 6, so we'll see. Don't know if it'd have been better putting this into a bowl or what. It's quite doughy, nice and elasticy though. A bit more to that. I think I might have needed a bit of something on my hands, a bit of flour or something on my hands. Now we'll keep putting them in here. I mean, look at that, lovely and doughy. Wonder if actually better straight on the plate. See where we are better then, can't we? I'm not quite sure how big to do them because I'm not sure how well they're going to rise, but it's certainly nice and doughy. I've got a feeling they'll all stick together in here, but never mind. They do. We'll prise them apart when we do them. We'll snap them apart then. I think I may have far too much for her in here. I don't know. They must be very large buns is all I can say. Move things along a bit. If we could just make 2 more out of that. I think some of them are probably made a bit small actually. Right. We'll pop them in. They'll probably rise and cook into each other a bit, but hopefully we should be able to pull them apart if they do. Get off my fingers. It's a bit anyhow in there. Let's see if I can bring you across. Let's see. It's a bit anyhow. They're a bit all mishmashy. They're not round or perfect or anything like that. Try and get some of this dough off my hands a bit. Comes off quite easily, luckily. Right, what I'm going to do, I've got a bit of melted butter, so I'm going to brush that on, if I can, onto the tops of each one. Best I can. It's not too bad going on, but should have enough hopefully for all of it. I just put a slither of butter in and just melted it in my pot. That's all it needs. It seems to be going round, so it seems to be enough. Just make sure it's all covered. Right. I'm going to cover this now with some cling film and I'm going to put it into the airing cupboard. It's because it's the air fryer base. Now I'm not sure which way might be the best way. I've never done it before, so don't really know. I think I remember when I used to do bread before, I used to cover it with a tea towel, but this says cover with cling film, so we'll do it with the cling film. Right, they're a bit blobby, a bit anyhow, but where are we going? A bit like my filming, a bit anyhow. So I'm going to put these for half an hour now to rest in the airing cupboard, and then we're going to transfer them to the air fryer. So I'll see you momentarily. So it's been in the airing cupboard for half an hour. I'm going to take the cling film off. Bring a bit closer so you can see. They have risen. So we're going to pop them into the air fryer. Put it on, can you see? Let me just turn you around so you can see the air fryer. So we're going to air fry them at 150. I'm going to do it for 20 minutes. Air fry 150, 20 minutes. And away we go. Now hopefully that will work. I mean, they're looking okay. They're not looking round and smooth. Whether the air frying will make them that way, I don't know. Probably not. Probably look like rock buns. But we'll see what they do anyway. And if they work out, we'll have a taste test, see what one tastes like. I should be all right to test one of them. There's not much sugar in. So yeah, we'll come back in 20 minutes. So the air fryer is dinged. We'll open it up and we'll see if we've got buns. Just bring you down a little bit. Oh yeah. They're quite big and they've all gone together, so I'm hoping I'll be able to separate them when they cool a bit. Yeah, they're nice and crusty on the top, which is what I expected, especially as they were brushed with butter. It's just, will they be soft in the middle? I'm going to have to leave them cool down a bit before I see if I can break them apart. I think if I'd have put them separate so they didn't join, I wouldn't have got very many on. I'd probably have only got 3, 4 maximum in there. So we'll see if we can break them apart anyway. They're still a bit rock cake looking on the top, but when we break them apart, you'll be able to see them better. So we'll just leave them cool for a moment and come back to them. Okay, they've cooled a little bit. I'll lift them up and show you. Might be better. There we go. I've got 8 altogether, but I think if I'd have split them right, I'd probably would have got the 6 like the instructions said. But yeah, they've turned out really good. They are a little bit, some of them a bit misshaped, a bit like a rock cake. And like this one, it's sort of gone sideways a bit instead of having the round shape. But that's just a case of working with the dough and getting it into shape and trying to get as smooth as I can. So that's not too bad, because as you can see there, I've managed a nice little one that's got a nice smooth top and it's really nice. So you can see, oh, look at that, how it springs back up nice and soft. So if I break it, and we'll have a little taste of it. That's beautiful. That's really nice. That's soft. And I like it because it's still warm, because it's come out of the air fryer. There's nothing nicer than a warm bun that's just come out. I remember when the children were small, I used to make the sweet ones and put icing on top, and they were really nice. But yeah, definitely come out well. All of them are nice, soft, springy. They've done really well. Definitely would do them in there again. The only thing is I've got to just practice getting the shape on them a bit more. And I might have to do 2 batches, I don't know. But yeah, if I get a perfect round shape, it shouldn't be too bad anyway, because you can just break them anyway. So I would definitely do them again. Now, what I'm going to do with cooking, air frying, because I always put the video out on a Friday. People have been asking about things I'm doing and things I've mentioned doing. So I thought what I might do is in my community tab, I will put down like what I'm planning to do for the next few weeks. So probably do 4 weeks ahead, and I'll just pop it in the community tab, what date I'm hoping to do what on, so you'll know what I'm going to be cooking next. And if you're interested. So yeah, today it was part of my, I want to say Vlogmas, it's not Vlogmas yet, it's Vlogtober. So today was part of Vlogtober, and that's when my daughter challenged me to do Vlogtober, 31 days of quick vlogs. So I'm doing 31 days, normally around 10 minutes, except for my usual vlogs, which is like today's. Obviously there will be more of the longer type like I normally do. And also normally I put one out Tuesday, Wednesday time, which will be a normal length one. So they're included in my Vlogtober ones. So yeah, I think that's all I've got to say about them. I'm really pleased with them. Yeah, can't think of nothing else to say. That's a first. My husband will be astounded. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another Vlogtober 10-minute something or other. Don't know yet. We'll see what happens, what we're doing, what we talk about, anything. But it'll have something autumny or Halloween themed. So yeah, and like I say, if you're here for the air frying, look in the community tab and I will just put some dates on what I'm hoping to do in the next 4 weeks on the Fridays. So thank you for watching, and until I see you, whether it's tomorrow or whenever, take care of yourselves. Bye.